Good morning everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity. And first let me apologise for yesterday. I wasn't feeling at all well yesterday, so I didn't do a video, but I am here today and I'm feeling much better. So we're going to do KSCRAFT and Halloween once again, and we're going to do this little Frankenstein cup. It can also be a shaker, but I'm just going to use it as a decorated cup. And I've got a little haul, and I'm going to use some of that on here, and I'll share that in a bit. Right, I have also done some cutting, so we're going to make things a lot quicker and easier. And I'm just sorting out my little bits here, because you know what I'm like. Right, so first of all, whoops, she says, I've cut the base of the cup. It looks like a panda like that, doesn't it? Now, you must remember with stuff like this, it's not just Halloween. And I've got a terrible blur. There we go. It's not just Halloween, because if you leave the face out of it, and the eyes and the nose, of course, you can decorate this up with gingerbread or summer scenes. You can do whatever you want. It can be a nice little tea time cup if you've got a tea bag, and you can just do it with floral paper and a little bit of ribbon. So it doesn't just have to be for Halloween. But it's a Frankenstein cup, and my Frankenstein is green. And we've got eyes. You get two eyes, obviously. They pop out of here. And this is the nose. And somewhere on my table is my pickup tool, because we're going to need to put it together. And there it is. Right, I've also from that set cut a bow, but I haven't cut the centre because I want to use something from my haul for the centre of the bow. And I've cut the mouth, but I've done it twice. I've done it twice because I want stitches on the mouth, and then I want to chop it up and put a few more stitches, I think, under the eyes, because I think that'll look cute. So I've cut out two mouths. So all I did was run the bottom section of the die through on black cardstock again, just to get another mouth. I've also got the cobweb from there, and I'm thinking about a little bit of patchwork on the eyes, gluing it on and then just trimming out what I've got left. And I've done the whippy cream bit, so you get the stripy bits that cut out, and you also get the base. And I've done that in white, a kind of raspberry pink, and black. And I hope you can see that. Right, yes. And of course it's the weekend, and I hope everyone's going to have a great one. So first of all, before I do anything else and insert the bits in, I want to put my cobweb and stitches onto the face. So I'm just moving my cup out of the way. So let's have a look at what we've got here. So wherever I put this, I know that I'm going to be creating a situation for myself where I'm going to have to trim bits out. But I want to see quite a bit of the cobweb. So I'm thinking I'm going to go there, or yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down on the cheek area for that. So if I'm going to do that and I want some extra stitching, where am I going to pop that? So I'm just looking at my character. I think I'm going to have a bit up there and a bit under the eye. So I'm just going to grab my scissors and I'm going to trim it right there, so that I'm going to come off the edge of my cup here. Yeah. I'm going to get my glue bottle. And I've gone back to my old glue bottle with my rubber top, because I lost my needle, and I didn't want to wait to get the needle out. So this is what I've done, and hopefully I'm going to get some glue coming out. Yeah, I am. There we go. So just pop it down where it's going to be easiest if you're going to need to trim any bits off. So there we are. Dear Frankie has got some extra stitches, and then I think I'm going to go under his eye with this bit, and then I'm just going to trim it off a little bit here so that it's not as long. I'm going to pop it in there. Right, so we need some glue. There we go. I think I'm going to have a nice restful weekend this week. I might watch old movies. I do like to do that. I like to have a vintage session, you know, Bette Davis or somebody. Joan Crawford. I like a bit of film noir from the 30s and 40s. Right, and then this bit, I don't necessarily want to have to cut out in the eye section, but I like that it goes to that point there. So I'm just looking at it and I'm thinking I'm going to glue it down just here, just to hold it, and then finish it off when I do the face. So just a little bit of glue on those tips. Yeah, because I've got to get the mouth in underneath, so I'm quite happy to go there, and I can see that it's a bit of spider web, so I'm okay with that. Right, so I've got that held down where I need to, and I can still get my mouthpiece underneath. Right, I think that's dry enough, and now I'm going to flip that over, hold it firmly, and trim off all the extra pieces. Have a look. Yeah, and there's one little bit there that's just sticking out from the bottom, and a little bit more. There we go. Right, so I've got that trimmed up, and I can still lift it up to be able to put the mouth in there. So now we need to glue this down onto our cup. So making sure not to touch that cobweb. I'm just going around the edges here. Now you can if you want to, because that nose actually moves. You could tuck something in there if you wanted to. So now I'm going to pop this down onto here. I'm just going to line it up with my edges and get that on. Now the next thing I want to do is pop the mouth into here. Make sure I've got that the right way around, and I have. And of course, because I only did those two bits, I can lift my cobweb up out of the way. So I'm going to pop my glue into here and just run it along there. Pick the mouth bit up and just slot it in. I've got to get myself some really nice heavyweight black cardstock because I've run out, and this is quite lightweight, and it was really expensive as well. I can't remember the name of the maker, but I won't be buying it again because it's just too floppy. And now we can fasten down the rest of our cobweb. So just going off on those little bits that would stick out, I'm just going to pop that down. So now he's got extra stitches, and he's also got his cobweb. Okay, now the next thing is going to be the nose. So I'm just putting little bits of glue into there, and then I need the nose pieces, which just slide in. And of course you could make your nose pieces whatever colour you want to as well. And you could also pop a pair of glasses on him. I mean, if you lifted that little flap up there, you know, the nose resting section of a pair of glasses would look really cute. And especially if you've got little cobwebs to put on the lenses, that's another thing that would look really sweet. So around here we go. Just enough glue to fix them down. Oh, he looks totally forlorn, bless him. Probably missing his bride. Yeah. So there we've got our lovely Frankie face. And we can use a little bit of white paint pen. Now I'm going to put this on. And this is the kind of element that I would put onto a card. But I'm just doing the element. And then fit that right inside of that gap. Now I've got heckish humidity here, so I'm going to hold that and be back in a second. Okay, so that's firmly stuck on, and let's get a close-up so you can see all of that lovely extra stitching. Now I've got my white paint pen here, and I'm just going to put a couple of dots on the eyes. I've got some little dots there, and I think I'm going to have a little line here, just a little highlight, and maybe a little bit here, just onto the black section. So I've got that going on there. There we go. So I've done that. Now I've got my little black bow which I want to pop onto here, and then I'm just going to share that haul and use it. So I just want to glue this in the centre. I'm going to have it there. Right, now it needs decorating up, so here's my haul. I've got myself some cobweb sequins. Let's open these up. These are all from AliExpress. Got no fingernails, so I'll just get a couple out so that you can see them. So I've got cobwebs, and these are kind of abalone. They're a little bit colour shifting, so I've got those. I've got pink ghosts. I'm just opening up the bag here. So I've got those. I'm going close, move away. Oh, there we go. So I've got these really sweet little pink ghosts. I really do like those. And I'm going to pop those down on my table. I've got some pumpkins. I'm going to get a couple of those out, so I'm not getting all of the waste with them as well, because of course when they make sequins like this, all the little eyes and the mouths and whatnot pop out. So I've got really cute little pumpkins. Let's turn that way. And they've got sweet faces. I do love those. So I'll pop those down there. And then what else did it? Oh yeah, these bats. I absolutely love these bats. So I've got these batty bats. And what I love about these is, look at that. They're a nice size, but the wings are embossed. So I really like that. So are the eyes embossed. So I've got those. I'll pop that one down there. And then I've got some spiders, which I'm going to put one on his little cheek there with his cobweb. So I'm just getting a bag open on these. Ooh. Right, found the end. It's a bit awkward to see because it's clear against white. So these are the spiders. and they've got holes in them, so you can stitch them on as well if you want to. So I've got my little spiders, and then last but not least I've got some yellow skulls. Now I don't know why they put tape on this back. I think I'm about to find out. Yeah, I hope it don't, you know, explode all over me, because they have got the labels on the front, which makes it kind of awkward to see. And let's get those out. And I've got these lovely yellow skulls. Let's get a close up. There you go. See what I mean about the bits that pop out? You end up with those in your bag, so all you have to do really is just clean them off. So if I grab a couple of those and then put these back in. And that's my little haul of Halloween sequins, and I will link those below for anyone who's interested. So let's have a look here. Well, I know I want a sequin over here of a spider, so I'm going to pop that off onto his little cheek. So I'm going to go right there where I can see it. I might have another one. I think it needs another one. So maybe you can have a friend coming up looking at him from the other side. There. So now he's got a couple of spiders on his face. And I'm going to go for a skull in the middle of the bow, because these are such nice size sequins that you can absolutely do that. So I've got a skull in my bow, and then my other bits I want to pop on my little whippy cream frosting bit. So I think I want the bat here. Yeah, no, I'm going to go with my bat there, right in the centre, off at a little jaunty angle. So there's my bat. And then I'm going to have a pumpkin or two. Yeah, let's have a couple of pumpkins, because they've got such cute faces. So they're kind of mirrored almost. So I've got two pumpkins, I've got a bat, I've got a ghost. I'm trying to think. I think I'm going to put the ghost here, smack bang in the middle of his head. Why not? And I've got a little static dot stuck to it, so I want to get rid of that. I might have another ghost on the handle. And then what have I got left? Oh yeah, I've got cobweb. So I think I'm going to have the cobweb at the top, you know, a bit like having a wafer in your ice cream. Yeah, I like that. I'm sorry if I'm blurred. I'm just going to let that dry for a second and I'll be right back. So while I was gone, I added just a couple of dots to his nose, but let's see how close we can get. There we go. So we've got the frosting on top of the head. That bat is just absolutely gorgeous. I love those. Love the expression of the pumpkins. We've got our little cobwebby stuck up there and the skull on the bow. Got pink ghosts, extra bit of stitching for his face, and the cobweb there with a couple of lovely shiny spiders. And as I was saying, if you wanted anything to be coming off the nose, you could totally do that. You know, you could have an extra bit of cobweb coming out of there or something. But I just think that's really cute. So that can be a shaker, which is what it's meant for, and KSCRAFT has done it like that. Or you can use it like this and create a chunky thing to pop onto a card, or just to use as a tag by threading a little bit of ribbon through your handle. Right, that is what I have for you today. And I do hope you have an absolutely awesome weekend. And as usual, all links below. Bye.